So Carlos has graciously offered to demonstrate his DM skills Saturday morning, which again, I really appreciate. So he has sent us a couple of characters. So Carlos, take it away. You're in charge now.
Okay. As you guys have seen on your character sheets, one of you is the fighter and one of you is the magic user. Which one of you guys has chosen which character?
I am Floki Bjornsson.
Tell me a little bit about yourself, Floki.
So I am legendary amongst the Kruski. And right now, as a hero of the Kruski, I was able and successfully saved the small village of Bortu. And I have been now summoned by the Jarlandi to defeat potentially the invisible warrior and dragon and other nefarious creatures. And hopefully with my skill and being part of the invisible agents, I will be able to extract justice and defend the land.
Awesome. Dan?
I am Haukur Olafsson. I'm a fighter. I hail from the small village of Bear Hearth along the icy sea. I made a name for myself spearheading a warband of ice barbarians that met a small orcish army descending from the heights of the Korisk Mountains to prey on the tiny settlements of the tundra. My staunch bravery and terrifying ferocity upon that gruesome made my name known across the whole of the Kruski land. Indeed, it is said that the mere mention of it is enough to stiffen the spines of the Korisk humanoids with respect and more than a little fear. So it is that few were surprised when Jarlind of Josplat called Haukur to her throne to serve as a champion for the ice barbarians. I know well the stories of the White Rider and his horrific mount, but fear is a stranger to a man such as me. I am prepared to wrestle his dragon of the earth and snap its neck and his bear with my bare hands if I must, all for the glory of Kruski.
Hail, Kruski.
Hail, Kruski.
Right on. Okay, you guys are both barbarian characters. You both have your classes. You've managed to the both of you have managed to trail the White Rider with the rest of your party. You've gone across land. It's overland to the feet of the Korisk Mountains. It's been a very arduous trip for both of you. Your mounts are very tired, but the word that you have gotten from the witches in the Yarlin's employ have told you that the White Rider will be found within a small hidden redoubt, which is at the feet of the mountains. You've managed to find a slowly turning stairwell that descends about 30 feet into the ground before it goes to blackness. The stairs are all covered with loose snows and rime. All around you, the winds are buffeting you back and forth. Your beards are covered in ice. Eyebrows are covered in snow. Getting inside of there will almost be a relief no matter what kind of danger you find in there. Please give me a marching order and tell me what you do.
Well, you're the magic user, so you should go
I
first.
should go first. That's right.
I should go first, right?
I say
Haukur Olafsson shall be in front.
Yes.
Well, how wide is the stairway?
About 5 feet wide.
Yes.
A single file. Yes, I will go first.
And Floki will stand behind. Horkor, perhaps this White Rider is very powerful, as we know. Perhaps I should cast invisibility. I am a purveyor of the invisible arts, and I will stand behind you so that potentially you can get a jump on him.
That sounds like a fine plan. I'm getting cold. Shall we get?
Yes,
I'm freezing.
Well, I could cast fireball on you, but that would not
Please
be...
do not do that.
Okay, we
is
should not
there,
do that.
Looking down, Carlos, is it dark down there? Are we going to need do we sense we'll need a light source?
Down, as you get closer to the stairwell, you notice that perhaps it's hard to tell as the hallway turns, but you do see something flickering like torchlight.
Okay, good.
So I'm going to...
Floki.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Floki, I'd like you to roll me a 20-sided dice, please.
Okay. 13.
Floki, having studied the monsters that walk the world for as long as you have, you know that what Hauker said must certainly be true, because if he was going to get his white dragon mount down here, then certainly foul magics must be afoot.
Yes. So I relay this information to Hoku, and I cast invisibility on him, and then I'm going to say, every 10 feet stop, don't continue or else I'll bash into you, because I want you to be invisible.
So I have the invisibility, not you.
Yes.
Okay.
How far distant are you from one another?
Well, I'm going to be 15 feet behind him, going as we descend down the stairs, and then at the
Okay, Hauker. Hauker, are you going to use any sort of illumination besides the torch that you think you see down there?
Not at the moment.
Okay.
And I'm going to have bad...
Hauker, as you begin to descend the twisting stair, stairs are steep, and you have to be very careful as you traverse them, because they're covered in ice. Even inside of this place, you can feel that it feels like the marrow of the mountains themselves have been frozen to the bone by the bitter cold that ensconces the land over here in the barbarian lands. You go down further. The wind abruptly stops as you get far enough down that the tunnel actually begins to it kills it. Floki, you feel the same thing. Just getting out of the cold is good. As you get down further down the twisting stair, Hauker, you notice that on the wall there is a sconce, but ahead of you there's a door.
Okay, so straight ahead of me.
Straight ahead of you there's a door. It is bound in iron at the top of it and the bottom of it. The door looks like it has a traditional push catch on it.
Okay. So I wait till Floki comes to join me.
Yes.
I say, Floki, shall we listen at the door?
Yes, we shall listen.
Okay, shall we each listen?
So we can listen. Both of us can listen at the same time.
That's right.
In hushed tones, we listen.
We're going to take off our headgear. Well, I'll take off my headgear, and we're each going to listen at the door.
I'd like you both to roll me a 1d6, please.
All right. I rolled a 1.
I rolled a 3.
Floki, inside of there, you don't hear anything, Hauker, except for the sound of your own pulse in your veins, because you're so amped up, you're so revved up for the possibility of battle. Floki, you know that Hauker has often given to the berserker spirit. It's one of the things he's best known for, is his ability to lose himself to rage in battle. He's very unpredictable, but he's like a whirlwind of steel when that happens. So it doesn't surprise you at all that he can't hear what your sharp ears do pick up behind you. And back there, you hear something. It sounds like something walking around frozen grass.
Okay.
It sounds like footsteps, but there's a lot of them.
So, Hokar.
You hear something kind of like, for a short period of time, you hear something like a rabbit trill, and then it stops.
There is movement afoot past where we've listened, Hokar.
I hear a beating heart in there, I believe.
That's telltale heart, exactly.
So, all right, what is so let's open the door. Let me go in. I will destroy them all.
And we know these are enemies of us. There is no chance for...
There is no doubt that these are enemies of yours, because anything that would be out this far away from you is either it's either a rival tribe, or it's inimical to you. Perhaps it might be the humanoids that descend from the Korisks that Hauker has fought against so long.
So I say to Hauker in hushed tones, perhaps you should open the door and I unleash a fireball in there, and then use what you do best, Hokar. Instill your fury and destroy what is left.
That's an excellent plan.
Unless the room is too close and I burn ourselves. But that's another story. We'll worry about that when I open the door. So I'm going to step as far back... Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I have an intelligence of 7 and a wisdom of 7.
Okay, so you're going to go with whatever I say. That's great.
Sounds good to me.
So
you're the brains, he's the brawn.
So I tell him Hokar is going to open the door. Floki, me, is going to step as far back as I can. He's going to open the door. Hopefully I can survey what's in the room. And if the room is large enough to accept a fireball without it blowing back into me, I will prepare my guano and sulfur and cast it.
The good news for you, Floki, is that because the stairs go directly down to the door, you can actually be slightly above where he stands.
Excellent.
And you can actually toss this fireball over his shoulder. So
That's what we'll do.
it's a solid strategy.
That's what we will
Okay,
do.
Hauker, you put your hands on the door. You almost have to. Your fingers are actually, you have to force them to bend around the door because you've been so long on your journey. But you push down the catch on it, and you throw open the door as you said you would.
Yep.
Within the room that you see, the room, because you're at the door, your sense of scope beyond the door is skewed. You can't see exactly how far the room goes, but it goes farther than you're capable of seeing.
Okay.
Okay? So your first instinct is, yes, it will accept the fireball.
And then I will cast it as we said.
Okay. Hauker, you see inside of there's all these little creatures that are in there. They look like foxes, white foxes, probably about 2 feet long. They're about maybe about your knee in height, and they all look up at you as if surprised. There's 7 of them. They're all in the walking around this like frozen, like it looks like moss almost. It looks like they were eating out of it previously. But Floki, you go ahead and you toss your fireball in there, right?
Yes, I do. Yes.
I get out of the way.
Yes, I say stand behind the door. Behind the door, and I launch.
Well, because of the way the doorway goes into there really is no behind.
That's right. The door opens into the room.
Correct. So Floki goes ahead and throws the fireball in there.
I will.
Floki, I'd like you to roll me your damage, please.
Very well.
I believe 5d6.
That's correct. I am a 5th level magic user.
Yep.
So 13 and 2 more dice, and 8 is 21.
Hauker, you hear Floki recite the arcane incantation behind you. He throws his sulfur in the air, which ignites above his hand without flame. Right away, you taste the scent of magic in the air. His hand traces around in a circle like a ball around his hand. The air itself seems to ignite as he throws the guano into it. He reaches back and throws his hands forward, and this massive ball, flaming ball, skirts past your ear. You've been cold so long that it feels almost like your ear almost breaks for it. It seems the sheer heat as it goes through the air makes the air around it seem to shriek for a moment as the fireball bolts past you, lighting up the entire inside of the hallway, the corridor, in the room beyond. These little foxes look up as Floki throws the ball in there, and all you can see is this huge inferno explode upwards around there. You've seen it before. You've seen him throw a fireball, and it's majestic, it's incredible, and you expect to see nothing but charred bones inside. But instead, something comes flying at you. Instantly, this wall of vegetation comes flying at you. I need you to make me a saving throw, please.
Okay.
Both of us, or just Hokar?
Both of you.
I have an 11. Is it against spells?
No, it would be against breath weapon.
Oh, well, I totally failed.
I made it.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Okay, Floki.
He's rolling a lot
Is
of
this
dice.
Incomprehensible Death?
Please take 29.
Okay, so you see, what? I don't know. You describe what happened to Floki.
Instantly, are you dead?
Oh yeah, very dead.
Instantly, what you see, Floki, is the last thing you see is this wall of this. You smell something pungent in the air, and this brownish-looking, moldish substance just fills the entire corridor backwards for you.
That's awesome.
Hauker, you are swimming in this brown mold, and the entire time you feel the heat leaching out of your flesh. You can feel it was even the teeth of it are far worse than even the cold outside. You're feeling your finger nails shatter inside of your gloves. You're shaking uncontrollably inside.
Have I taken any damage?
You feel like your bones are going to shatter inside of your skin.
Have I taken any damage?
Yes, you've taken 29 points of damage. Or, excuse me, you've taken 14 points of damage.
Ah, okay. All right.
But you're going to continue to take serious damage from this point onwards because you're now surrounded in the brown mold that they were eating on the floor there that now fills the entire hallway.
Well, so what do I see on the inside of these? What are these foxes still
You
there?
don't see anything. You're surrounded.
Oh.
You're swimming literally in brown mold.
Oh, I'm going to try to, well, I would try to get my way out of this.
Forward or backward?
Oh, forward.
That's right.
This is Hauker.
That's right.
I'm going.
Make me another save, Hauker.
I'm on fire. Well,
Not on fire anymore.
hopefully not literally. 15, I made it.
Take 15. You feel the life beginning to leach out of you. Your eyes are getting heavy. You're fighting against it, clawing through there. But it's up your nose. It's in your ears. Everything is freezing all around you. Your eyes, you can't see anymore. What are you going to do? You're going to just keep fighting forward?
I'm going forward.
Make me an intelligence check, please. 20, please.
My character, actually me.
Make me a 20.
13, I failed. I'm a 7 intelligence.
Yeah.
Okay, make me another save.
3, I failed. It was maybe less than 15 minutes.
That's right. Well, no, it's perfect because Jeannie's about to call.
Take 27.
Oh. I am at minus 11.
The last thing that you see, Hauker, the last thing you see is you claw through, you break through the brown mold with your hand, and you hit the wall. You were clawing the wrong way.
Oh, that's awesome. That is an incomprehensible death.
That is incomprehensible death. That's wonderful. Very good.
So that is our inaugural episode.
Incomprehensible death.
Incomprehensible death. Yes. Thank you, Carl.